afternoon, everyone. We're here today to talk a little bit about opening day plans for the police department. Of course, opening day is a big day here in St. Louis. It's an official holiday. We'll have many family and visitors coming down from all across the region to celebrate opening day and to watch the Cardinals. For the police department, safety is our #1 priority for everyone that is coming down to celebrate opening day. You'll see a strong visible presence of police officers, both in uniform, and you'll see that we will have some plainclothes officers out as well around the stadium for various plans that we have tomorrow. Our bike unit and traffic safety officers will also be in the area. They are a staple in our downtown area, particularly when we have large-scale events like this. So traffic officers will be monitoring our traffic and the situation around the stadium to assist in any way that they can. And then we'll have our public transportation unit on Metrolink and some of their support staff that will help and assist those fans that are using public transportation. We plan extensively for these types of events, particularly opening day, and we have a security plan in place, of which Mitch mentioned that I am the commander of tomorrow. So opening day presents some different challenges. Obviously, we'll have the Clydesdales and things like that as well, so those are a fan favorite. So we have some plans for that as well that we that have to prepare for. We would tell everyone that there could be increased traffic, obviously. The game is at 3 o'clock, so it could affect rush hour and things of that nature, so try to arrive early. Many people do for opening day anyway, but keep that in mind, the game time being at 3 o'clock. And also to remember to park smart. We see, and I can speak from experience last year, trends with things like car break-ins and things of that nature often occur when people are trying to save some money and park maybe in an area or on a street as opposed to an attended parking lot where there might be some added security and we might have some camera surveillance and things of that nature. So, to avoid those situations, we advise everyone to obviously not leave valuables in your car. Please don't leave firearms in your vehicle, and to park to the extent that you can on a paid lot with an attendant there that will help to secure your vehicle for you. That will help us out tremendously. As I mentioned, community is a partnership that are key in big events like this. So we also ask, given some of the things that are happening across the country and in the world, that anybody sees something suspicious, that they say something, alert an officer they may see on the street, or call 911 if they see something that looks out of place or out of the ordinary. And we're just excited to welcome everyone downtown for opening day and this kickoff to the Cardinals season. So we're happy to participate in the way that we can.
Is there anything unusual that you guys are doing this year that you haven't done in past years?
No, I would say things are pretty similar. We always are looking for whether it's particular crime trends that are going on maybe at that particular moment in our downtown area or elsewhere. Or if there's something going on nationwide that we have to prepare for. We are in communication with the Cardinals. We are in communication with our various intelligence divisions, whether it's FBI, our partners with the federal government, or our own Fusion Center that provides information or updates about any potential threats, of which at this point in time I've not been made aware of any. So those things could change things at a moment's notice, but as of right now, nothing has changed as far as our plans are concerned.
Was there any consideration teaming up with the Highway Patrol once again, especially when you consider this weekend it's the Battlehawks home opener as well?
Over the course of a weekend, those things are examined sometimes. I don't think that it's necessarily a traffic issue that we often require for them to help out, particularly on the highways. It's something that they are always a partner for if asked, but at this point there was no need to do that as far as we were concerned.
What are y'all seeing right now in terms of open-air drug deals downtown, and how does having large events like this, how does that play a role in security?
Well, I often say that having large events and having people come downtown often take care of some of those issues, or they don't make the people who are operating in those ways not so comfortable to do so. So with events and visitors and fans for any of our venues, it makes downtown safer in many ways. We have to have people there, to have people participating in these events helps us to police our city even better. With that said, there are areas that have been concerns for downtown residents and business owners that we have been addressing throughout this year on numerous occasions, and there have some of those been involving drug sales and things of that nature. Our officers are still out there, both in plain clothes and uniform capacities, and operating to negate some of that activity, and we continue to do that at this point in time.
Still expect to see regional partners like County PD, Jefferson County. I think I've seen them on past opening days as far as assisting on site.
Yes, the Cardinals have their own secondary detail, which are usually off-duty officers, both from St. Louis City, St. Louis County, Jefferson County, that are present inside and outside of the immediate area of the stadium that help with security for the game itself, and that will continue this year.
And I think it was last year, it might have been 2 years ago, I think there was like a fake parking lot scam that was pretty near the stadium property. Do you do anything ahead of time to kind of scope those out or monitor them day of?
Yeah, actually I had a phone call conversation with the Cardinals operations today, reminding us of that very thing happening last year. So we will send some officers around those areas where they're particularly vulnerable with a surface lot or something that may be vacant, and someone, I think maybe a homeless individual or something last year might have just taken the initiative to start selling parking spaces. So again, we ask fans to, when you're coming downtown, vet the best you can to someone who looks the part and is an actual representative of a parking lot. And if you are parking on a lot that doesn't necessarily look well maintained and someone's charging you $20 and they don't have a vest or an identification on them, to maybe be a little bit more cautious of that. But we'll be out there monitoring that as well.
With the Cardinals this weekend, the Battlehawks, I think the Blues are in town. Has there been any discussion about the different curfew hours for the weekend?
I think there's been some discussions about that. Mitch, if you want to talk about it.
I can tell you that Chief Tracy and the leadership of SLMPD have been in conversation with the city administration. Those conversations are happening. They've been happening now for several days. And as of right now, we don't have an update, but those conversations are ongoing.
I guess if I could follow up on that, is there been any discussion about making the different curfew hours more permanent?
I would say, and I shared it earlier this week, that the Board of Aldermen set the ordinance for a curfew. If the Board of Aldermen decide to make a permanent change, that is something that we would hopefully play an active part in that dialogue and in that conversation. The modified curfew that St. Louis, specifically downtown and downtown west, saw over the weekend was a modified 10 p.m. curfew issued through an executive order by Mayor Spencer. So something long-term would have to be done legislatively with the Board of Aldermen. I do want to mention, going back to Sean's, we are in continuous conversations with the Missouri Highway Patrol. And so if there are any updates to security operations this weekend, of course, we will share that and pass that along. But those conversations are ongoing. Good. Do we want to, just a brief update on the shooting yesterday in District 6 at Mariel and North Broadway. The 13-year-old boy remains in critical condition. He is stable. Our detectives went to the hospital today. That child is back in surgery as of a couple hours ago. So he certainly has a long road of recovery ahead. Our District 6 detectives are in the middle of the investigation right now. They're doing everything they can to ultimately find the shooter and bring that shooter to justice. So we continue to ask St. Louisans, we do know that there are individuals that may know something about this, to please call the District 6 Detective Bureau. That information has been widely shared on our social media as well. But please continue to pray for the child. The child's in surgery again. Any other questions? Anything else? Did you want to vaguely hit on property?
Yeah. So, sorry.
You do have the captain of District 4 here, so.
All right. And he kind of touched on, I don't know if you can answer, what kind of data trends are you seeing from property crimes? And are they do they seem to be an organized crime ring, basically, here in the downtown area?
So there's a little bit of a vague question, because if we're talking about car break-ins, that's something that is somewhat consistent, but also trends in different directions depending on particular offenders. So sometimes we get a group or maybe one or two individuals who can account for 50 cars in a weekend, and we end up being able to track them through our real-time crime center and surveillance that we have partnerships with many of the businesses, and then we put those cases together and identify them through one means or another, and able to thwart that fairly quickly. But then we may have a weekend where we have a monster jam or something like that at the Dome, and we have 50,000 cars parked and 5 or 6 parking lots get hit. So those things kind of ebb and flow depending on various circumstances. We also have various trends. I mentioned earlier apartment complexes and loft buildings that are downtown. Package thefts and things of that nature are often an issue that we see come and go, again, with maybe someone walking into several buildings and seeing how far they can get inside and grab something that may be left unattended. So those things come and go again, but we have excellent partnerships with all of the apartment buildings and businesses downtown. Our real-time crime center totally plugged into most of those businesses and apartment buildings, and we're able to track those individuals and usually make an arrest pretty quickly.
Can I piggyback off of that?
Yeah.
And I think just in general, when talking about property crimes or talking about reporting information, it is very imperative. Actually, it's mission critical to the police department that if a car is broken into, if something is stolen, we need to know about it. You can call our non-emergency line. You can make that report over the phone. That helps individuals like Captain Stamper and other commanders identify patrol strategies and how to deploy resources that the districts have. It helps us, in the especially the crime analysis unit, identify a potential trend where we may be able to connect one individual to multiple package thefts or multiple catalytic converter thefts or multiple car break-ins. It is a community partnership, but if we aren't getting that information, we're not working with the full data that we could potentially have. I think you guys can all recall when we deployed resources to Hampton Avenue with the individuals that were opening up car doors and stealing purses. That is because people were calling, and we were able to identify a trend. We were able to identify the times and days down even to when these thefts were occurring, and we were able to saturate that area with police officers and undercover detectives that ultimately led to that issue being resolved. Okay. Anything else? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.